You know, a simple badge on the back of a vehicle sometimes means a lot, like whether it's heritage or something performance related. And so if you see an M badge on the back of a BMW, you kind of know what that means already. Like you see AMG on a Mercedes, we get what that stands for. Chevy's had a badge for a little while too. It's the SS badge. And if you're familiar, you might remember the Camaro SS. S stood for Super Sport. But this is the newest member of the SS family. This is the Chevy Blazer EV SS. It's a performance version, and I think it's worth rebranding the SS. The SS should stand for sensible sport. And that's really easy for me to say because I've been living with this Blazer EV SS for the past couple days now, commuting with it, driving in it, and I'm so impressed by the combination of sportiness and practicality. But just as a headlining feature, I think this is the thing that really got me as far as sensible sport, what this really is. This is basically the cheapest way to get 600 horsepower new EV with 300 miles of range. That by itself is worth a headline. Cheapest, 600 horsepower, 300 miles of range. And we've seen so many of these performance versions of EVs nuke their range to achieve the better performance figures. Like, remember the EV6 GT having 200 miles of range? Remember how many of those we've seen? This might be the cheapest new 600 horsepower car, period, for the fact that it retails at right around $62,000 starting price. This spec that I'm testing here is $64,000. So for that money, like we said, dual motor, all-wheel drive, 615 horsepower and 650 pound-feet of torque, 102 kilowatt-hour battery, and it'll charge at 190 kilowatts peak charging. Now, I haven't actually reviewed the base Chevy Blazer EV yet on this channel, so I'm just going straight to the SS. But the things that you should know that are different about the SS, aside from more power, is one, the larger 6-piston brakes up front, and two, there is an entirely independent suspension tuned just for this car. So new brakes, new suspension, more power, and still with 300 miles of range. Now, aside from that, the Blazer EV is gonna look like the Blazer EV that we've seen before. I like this front bar. You've probably seen some of those on the road if you've seen a Blazer EV, but also there's an SS badge about the front. You go around to the side. Actually, I'll get to the charge port in a second because I think it's pretty crazy. But then around the back, you have those rear lights again and your SS badge. Sorry, my hand just keeps blocking autofocus. SS all-wheel drive. So that's the back of the Blazer EV. And yeah, let's just get to it. This is the charge port up here, and the way you open it is just by pressing right around those two dots. It opens this whole flap down here, and for some of you, this might actually be a little bit familiar because you remember the Cadillac Lyriq? The Lyriq, also a GM product, also had this big crazy charge port opener. And that's what reminded me to check the Lyriq V numbers, and they actually look identical basically to the performance of this car. The Lyriq V costs a lot more, and it's obviously going to be more luxurious, but as far as performance and power that you get in a straight line, this is basically a Lyriq V. Anyway, shout out to the habanero red color as well. This is a very bright red that is showing up, and I think the Oppo Find X8 Ultra is capturing it pretty well. But in general, I think it's a pretty good looking SUV. Wow, it's windy. Good looking SUV, good looking crossover, whatever you want to call it. Nice little accent colors. There are real air vents that are channeling air through, and obviously a whole lot of black trim, so I'm a fan of that. Generally a decent looking car. The sensible sport theme continues when you pop open that rear tailgate because it is automatically opening, which is nice. And then there's, of course, a good amount of trunk space here. And when you pop this open, there's actually some extra storage. It's kind of narrow, but if you do have like small things that can fit down here, then you can put it there. Also charging cables if you want to move those. So you have a little bit of sub-trunk space and then a big regular trunk. And then you have manually folded rear seats. So the second row folds down and can make a nice little flat ramp. I'd say that's pretty practical. But let me show you the front seat now because there's a bunch of fun stuff on the interior of the Blazer EV SS as well. Unlock it, regular door handles here. You get into the driver's seat, and right away, you're greeted by that fun chime that Chevys always make, a bunch of SS branding, and then these huge screens, which are in, of course, the regular Blazer EV. And then you turn around and you're like, whoa, we got a whole bunch of colors here because this interior is full of it. We've got gray, we've got that orange, and then we've got the light gray, and then a whole bunch more contrast in the back. So that's your fun SS branding. It's continued through the back seats too, and it's nicely illuminated with this massive sunroof. I like this interior a lot. I think it perfectly matches the sensible sport theme because it is spacious and comfortable. There's a lot of other S words that I guess I could be using, but yeah, spacious is one of them. Soft, comfortable, and there's a lot of good practical storage in here. So wow, there actually is a lot of S words. There's some storage down there, 2 USB-C ports. There's a single wireless charger for a smartphone here, 2 cup holders, and then a nice good spot for your NACS adapter, because of course it still uses an adapter to plug into NACS. You can see all this detail in the seats, which are very comfortable. And I mentioned the Lyriq V earlier because of the similar drivetrain and the similar performance numbers. The interior of the Chevy is not as premium, not as much leather, much more cloth and much more plastic, but I actually don't mind it. Plenty of physical controls where you want them. You still have really intuitive like fan control buttons and basic stuff there. Obviously don't want to max that out. Please go back down in fan speed. But you got the volume knob up here. You have the back of the steering wheel buttons for your volume here and next track back there. You've got the extra regen button. Steering wheel is a little bit bigger than I would like, but in a big comfortable vehicle like this with the lights on top and the little sensors back here for your self-driving, all of this is very familiar. Oh, and there's a HUD up there, if you can't already see that. Let's see if it can focus. Yeah, there you go, Oppo. But I like Chevy software in this big, this is like I think it's a 17-inch diagonal display here with the integrated volume knob, which does a lot of stuff. It has the Google software built in, meaning you can jump in the Play Store and download a bunch of apps. You can watch videos while you're parked. All the entertainment works really smoothly. And then of course, you have Waze and Spotify built in. So I actually don't feel the need to attach Android Auto or Apple CarPlay because my phone is paired and I can do Bluetooth audio for calls. But if I want to do Waze, I have Waze built in. So I don't need CarPlay to do that. So there's a lot of good stuff here, and it's smooth and it works well. Performance is awesome. Oh, and if you ever jump into the drive modes, this is where you'll see sport mode. And if you want to max out and get your full 615 horsepower, wide open watts mode is how you'll do that. And it'll stay on for the entire duration of your drive. It's not like some limited 10-second thing like some performance cars. You can just leave it on. It'll chew through your range faster, but that is your maximum power in this car. So I love just the creature comforts and the software experience and the general usability of the controls and just sitting here in this car. It's nice. It's a comfortable place to be. Now on the road, the main thing you need to know is it's really quick in a straight line. That's the party trick. It does it. It's got the horsepower and it can pull that off with all-wheel drive every single time. I know they say they developed a special suspension for this version of the Blazer. I have not driven the original Blazer, but I would say that this one rides very smoothly, very compliant. It's not stiff. It's not crashy. It's totally soft and fine. It's not floaty, but it's fine. It's not punishing at all. It does have like the one EV party trick that you expect out of any of the big, tall, you know, EV6 shaped, Rivian shaped things. Like this can hang with anything else in its price class, which is amazing. And that's why you get the SS version. Sensible sport. Also, speaking of sensible, let me show you the back seat, because I can get behind a 6'3" driving position, no problem, in these back seats. And you can see how much extra legroom I have. That's good. I mean, I'm totally fine in a road trip situation here. These are heated rear seats with power, with movable controls. I mean, I like it back here. This is great practicality. So the SS badge here kind of speaks for itself. I would challenge you to find another brand new car, especially an electric one, with 600 horsepower and 300 miles of range for $62,000. I don't think there is one. And so if that's what you're into, I mean, I don't blame you for being into it. This is definitely a car that pulls it off. I think it looks pretty good. I think it's very comfortable. It has the space. It doesn't sacrifice the range. Can't really fault it for anything. I mean, there are other things you can get for 60 grand that are gas cars, but Chevy, well done on this EV. Hopefully it doesn't make Cadillac too mad. Thanks for watching. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.